Netflix churning out another movie from the Adam Sandler Happy Madison factory, for better or worse. This one I would put in the for worse column. Let's talk about The Outlaws. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my spoiler-free review for the new Netflix film, The Outlaws. This is streaming right now for you. It includes some pretty big names. Pierce Brosnan, Adam Devine, Nina Dobrev, and Ellen Barkin are the stars of this one. Before we launch into the specifics of the movie, though, let me welcome you into Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding this video. We've got a ton of great movie and TV reviews here to check out, and I try to post something new just about every day for you. Please consider subscribing down below. Maybe hit that notification bell as well, so you get alerted whenever I drop new videos, or just like this video, comment down below. That stuff does help the channel out as well. All right, so Happy Madison, we've seen many movies now on Netflix as part of this deal they brokered years and years ago. Some have been okay, and most have been more of the bad column. So let's talk about this movie, The Outlaws. I already sort of tipped my hat a little bit in the intro, right? But let's find out why. Let's find out why this one goes in the for worse column. So the plot here is Adam Devine plays a bank manager who is gearing up for the week of his wedding. He has never met his to-be in-laws, which, look, the name of the movie may be the most clever thing about it, because, they're going to be his in-laws, but his bank gets robbed the week that they arrive. Actually, I think the day after they arrive, maybe. And he thinks that they had something to do with it, hence making them the Outlaws. So kind of a clever play on words for the title, and that's sort of where the cleverness ends. So the in-laws to be whatever are played by Brosnan and Barkin. Richard Kind actually plays Adam Devine's father. We love him from his TV work over the years, and of course he voices Bing Bong and many other things he's done. So great to see him as always. And this movie is frustrating because I do like the cast. Usually when you hear a Happy Madison production, you think, okay, well, it's going to be, the same group of people. David Spade's going to be in it, or Kevin James, or Rob Schneider, all three of them, perhaps Nick Swardson, he's another one. And we do see, some of the side players from Happy Madison in here, in smaller roles. Lil Rel Howery actually is in this as well. Probably the only times I laughed in the movie was through his character. He's only in maybe, I don't know, three scenes or something. Michael Rooker is here as well as the grizzled cop trying to investigate the bank robbery and sort of implicating Adam Devine's character in it, while he's trying to figure out, what his future in-laws to be know or don't know about what happened. Nina Dobrev plays his bride-to-be as well. So look, there's a lot of talent behind this movie, which makes it all the more frustrating that it is so bad. It's got that sort of Happy Madison tradition of kind of having gross out humor be the joke. Like there's not actually any jokes. You just say something gross or wildly inappropriate, and that's supposed to be the big guffaw. That's the laugh line. And look, that stopped working for me when I was probably even before Sandler was making movies, when I was maybe like 12. And look, when I was babysitting my nephew a lot as he was aging up, he was a tween and then he was a teenager. We watched a lot of those old Sandler movies, and some of the old ones do hold up. I have to say, look, I still like Billy Madison. I still like Big Daddy. Some of those older ones, but the ones of the last, let's say, I don't know, 20 years, kind of the era of like the Zohan and Chuck and Larry and all that. So look, Adam Sandler is not in this. This is not one of his movies, but he produced it, and Happy Madison produced it. So we get a lot of that same stuff. And the director here, by the way, Tyler Spindell, his only other major credit is directing The Wrong Missy, starring David Spade and Lauren Lapkus, which had a lot of, that similar vibe to it. I gave that one maybe a D. I got a couple of laughs out of it, and Lauren Lapkus is in this movie in a small role in probably one of the worst scenes of the film. Although that's a real pick-em. There's a lot of bad scenes in this movie. And part of the problem is it shifts gears about 40 minutes in. So you have sort of the intro with the characters and everything, and then the bank robbery happens, and then from that point on, it becomes kind of like this heist slash caper movie. There are some really, really like unfunny jokes and scenes. There's like a James Bond reference because Pierce Brosnan, of course, was James Bond, and so there's like a little nod to that, and it's like uh, everything about this just screams so mediocre and worse. And I like a lot of these people. That's what's so frustrating about this movie. And look, I like David Spade too. I'm not sure his film career has ever been, as great to me as his TV stuff or his stand up. But, The Wrong Missy, I really wanted to like. But it had, all of the same problems kind of that this movie has. There's not a lot of jokes written. It's sort of let's just be kind of scatological, let's say really inappropriate things and hope that that's enough to make it laugh or to make the audience laugh, and it's just not. It usually isn't if you're over a certain age. But worse than that, I think Adam Devine might just be super irritating to me. And I liked him for a while, I don't know, back kind of when he started out. I didn't really watch Workaholics, so I can't point to that necessarily, although one of his Workaholics brethren is in this in a few scenes as well. But, I thought he was funny in Pitch Perfect, and he had a nice, couple season run on Modern Family that I enjoyed. But every time I see him in a movie like this, and Jexy came to mind, a movie I have not thought of since I watched until I watched this for years. But it was about, this AI that kind of took over his life. I think I might have given that one a D as well, maybe a D plus if I was generous. That was I wasn't really doing videos at the time. I was just writing down my grades, so I don't remember. But this made me think of that movie a lot because he is always playing this like put upon, frustrated dude, the every guy. But he does it so irritatingly, like Ben Stiller does it too. But it's a different kind of take, so other than that, maybe I was never destined to like this movie because I don't really love Adam Devine, but I really like Ellen Barkin and Pierce Brosnan. I think that they both have proven their comedic chops over the years. Lil Rel Howery, like I said, he has sort of the only funny jokes in the movie, I would say, but this just is one more recent churn out from the Happy Madison studio. It doesn't matter if it's good. People will watch it on Netflix. In fact, I think it was #1 the day I watched it on their top 10 streaming chart. But these movies are kind of designed to get eyeballs that first, week or two, and then they will fade from memory almost immediately. Although I do hear that they're planning a Wrong Missy 2. So I guess that one did well enough. And that's the thing. It's like they don't box office receipts to kind of tell, okay, do people actually, like this or whatever. I don't know. It lands on the top 10, then fades immediately. So this is another real bad one from that Happy Madison factory. I leave The Outlaws with a D. I think that is the same grade I gave The Wrong Missy and Jexy, to be honest. So, all right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Dan Reviews It. Bye.